Thank you, CH Insurance, and welcome Central New York to Tea Time with the Pronoun, the fastest movie golf show on the planet. We have a new producer in the studio, by the way, from Syracuse University. I want you to, I wish there was a camera here so we could be on TV so you could see both Kelsey and Sarah here. Sarah is sort of like she's being trained to do the board. Can you imagine? We have another producer? That means, I think I've counted them up. We only had 12. No. No, maybe. All right, well, co-hosting today is someone who hasn't been here for 2 weeks. Don't know where he's been. He never says much, He's sort of like a quiet guy. He certainly is not what I would call an A1 personality. He's probably a D2. But Nazareth College, where he went to school and excelled at basketball, was it a D school or a 3 school no, but you have the record there, don't you, for the number of points in a season?
Assists.
Number of assists.
No.
Joe Convertino Jr. from CH Insurance, who sponsors the show, folks. And if it wasn't for CH Insurance, I would have to be working outside. I'd have to be as a vendor in New York City to make a couple of bucks.
Well, you would golf for a living, Perry. You would make.
No, I'll tell you what I would do. I would play in amateur golf tournaments for a living. Yes,
super seniors.
Yes.
All right.
No. I'm no longer a super senior. I must be a legend. There's another category, an older category. By the way, I had the pleasure of playing with Joe Convertino Jr., who's here, Joe Convertino Sr., and Guy Hart Sr. So we had a combined age was right up there.
Oh yeah, I was the youngster.
You were the only one wearing diapers.
We had the juniors and the seniors.
The juniors and the seniors. Yes, we had the juniors and the seniors.
Lakeshore was a nice place, Perry.
Oh, thank you. And we're gonna have Lakeshore on a little bit later as well, because they have a special coming up. Not very many people play private golf courses. You have to belong to it, and,
right.
and it's sort of like it's a different kind of an animal, a private club. But that's because people they don't want to belong to a private club. They play the whole bunch of clubs, which a lot more people are doing these days.
Right.
But Lakeshore's going to have a special day for people who do not belong to private clubs, belong to public clubs, semi-private clubs. They're going to have a chance to play Lakeshore. But we're going to find out from Maya Domenico later on. What?
So, Perry, that day we had, now I rushed in from the road.
Yes.
I was out on the road on business.
How well I know.
Perry, I didn't hit balls. I was just out of sync.
Big mistake.
I was out of sync, Perry. But was that one of those 5 days for us that you talk about?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Tell the viewers listeners, the 5 days.
Okay, this is what I call the rules of 5 in golf. And you can't avoid it, folks. You cannot avoid it. My experience and my knowledge tells me with golf that if you go out to play, let's say every 5 times you play, on average, whether it's 10 or 15 or 20, I'm almost can guarantee you that 20%, 1 out of 5 times you go out there and play, you say to yourself, wow, am I really this good? Holy cow, this is really a lot of fun. Another time you go out there out of those 5, you say to yourself, what am I doing with these clubs in my hand? I should give them away and not even bother with this game anymore.
Why am I here?
Why am I even playing at this game of golf? And then the other 3 are in between. That one is a little bit closer to the worst, your worst day, and one's a little bit closer to your best day. But they're acceptable. They're acceptable because that's about what you play, a little bit better, a little bit worse. That's the rule of 5, but guess what, folks? That's the rule that applies not only to golf. It's football, baseball, basketball, tennis, ping pong. I don't care what it is, but there is one more game that it applies to. It is the game of life, and I guarantee it. Please believe me. If 60% of the time you take those 5 and you take the 3 best, if 60% of the time things are okay in your life, supposed to put your hands in that prayer mood, look upstairs and say, thank you, because life, the other 40%, is a tough little gig out there. True or false? True or false, Joe?
True.
Come on. It's a 60-40. Just 60-40. Right. Things are good at 60-40. Really good.
Right. Well, this weekend for golf, we better be at 60.
Oh, you're playing this weekend. Senior
Club Championship after this, Perry. I better play better than the other day.
Well, listen, we have a guest coming on, but we have a guest, but I have to tell you that I was in another foursome on Tuesday. It wasn't supposed to happen because I've been trying to work out my practice schedule this month because I've got 6 tournaments scheduled, right?
Why didn't you have me in that foursome? I was busy.
What? No, I don't know, because it was the TTA group. They call them the Tuesday Tour of America that I used to play in with my brother.
Okay.
But okay, so I'm saying, okay, I call Bruce and Jerry and I say, can I get in? This was on a Sunday or Monday morning. Yes, you can get in. This is a kind of a group that they have. They know what they're doing. They schedule 43 events every summer and have been doing it for, I think, 30 years. I can't remember. I don't remember how many, but listen to this. So I call Ron Ajamian. You know Ron Ajamian.
Yeah, they go from course to course.
Former owner of the Liverpool Golf and Country Club. And also very happy that Amazon decided to come along and buy it for $6 million.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. And then Ronnie says, hey, listen, why don't you call Father Jim Matthews? I says, what? He says, yeah. I says, okay. He says, by the way, Walt Knish is in town. Dr. Walt Knish. I says, oh, my goodness, Ronnie, please give me their telephone numbers. I called them. Late notice, I got Father Matthews, who won the senior post standard. The post standard, not the senior, the post standard. And also Walt Knish, who is the only golfer. Listen to this now. He was inducted into the Greater Syracuse Sports Hall of Fame in 1997. But he's the only golfer in Central New York to qualify and play in the U.S. Open and 2 senior opens. He's won 5 Herald Amateur Championships and 5 runner-ups. Oh.
When we saw his son Thursday, remember, Tommy?
Yes, we did.
Wow.
We did.
Now,
how about that?
Playing with a priest real quick, Perry. Does that count for Sunday? Will you play with a priest?
Yes, that's a
Perfect.
guy. I do. But listen.